Aloha Sagittarius, and welcome to your Taroscope forecast for the week of July 27th through August the 3rd. We're going to dive into your reading, but before we do, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. There's a fresh promo code every month, which is always going to be down in the description box below, as well as the link to my website. If you want to join us over on Patreon, that information is down below as well. And we also have a weekly podcast called The Siren Circle, so I hope to see you there this upcoming Sunday. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into your forecast for the week. We're going to start with the overall theme or vibe for the week. We'll move into any potential obstacles or challenges. Then we'll see how to overcome those things. And then we'll get any extra messages that Universe and Spirit might have for you for this upcoming week. We do have love oracles and general oracles to kick off the overall vibe. So let's go ahead and see what's happening in terms of love and emotions for all of you Sagittarius friends this week. August the 3rd. July 27th through August the 3rd. I can't believe we're already going into August. It's got me tongue-tied this week. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have in terms of love for Sagittarius. We have passion, one of my favorite cards. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You know, Leo season just started, and Leo season is the peak of summer. And so I will not be surprised if we don't see this passion card come out a lot over the next 4 weeks. This is the season of passion, excitement, and really having that inner flame be reignited. This is a sign from your spirit team, from your universe, to have fun this week, to be passionate. Allow yourself to just have a good time. Do things that make you feel happy, do things that make you feel alive, and don't be afraid to fulfill your own cups this week. So this is such a nice energy to kind of start things off. Let's go ahead and get a general oracle and see what else can be added for the week. We have spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. This is just your spiritual path and your spiritual journey. This is that sort of message of saying, like, by you diving in, taking a moment, asking how you feel spiritually, really kind of deepening your knowledge about yourself on a spiritual level, that is the right move for you this week. Maybe some of you are also being called into taking a couple of different classes, maybe doing some sessions, whether it's with spiritual mentors, maybe it's with tarot readers, or even if it's just sessions that you are running as well. Some of you might also have a gift of being a spiritual teacher yourself, so that is something to also consider. If you've been considering maybe becoming a tarot reader or becoming a spiritual mentor or just hosting maybe Reiki sessions or sound healing, that might be something that is really good for you at this time. So definitely explore it. Let's go ahead and get our tarot cards. I'm curious to see what tarot has to add for the overall theme or vibe for the week. Now that we're moving into some tarot messages, look at this Knight of Wands. Again, moving forward with passion. I think the big message for you this week, Sagittarius, is all about passion. Finding excitement, moving forward with excitement. The Knight of Wands, he moves forward very quickly. He's very confident. He's motivated. The energy of the wand suit is fire suit, which is your element. And this fire energy is very much that what gets you going, what gets you excited, what are you passionate about? Are you following those passions? Is there room in your life to start new projects that you're more passionate about? What are you excited for? And if you don't have things that make you passionate, or if you don't have things that you're excited for right now, this is the moment to take a pause, sit with yourself, and figure out what are you excited about and how can you add that into your life. What are you truly passionate about and how can we do that more in our life? The Knight of Wands wants you to get excited, wants you to get passionate, and you already have that card of passion as well. So you're getting this sort of double energy from your universe and spirit team this week, telling you that we need to add more in our life of passion, excitement, and just finding things that make us feel very confident in who we are and the life that we have created for ourselves. Let's go ahead and see what the potential obstacle or challenge might be for the week. I mean, the energy is so positive that I don't even know what it could be. Somebody else had this. I want to say it was maybe Leo. It feels like it was Leo. Make sure you're watching your sun, your moon, and your rising on these videos so you can get a complete picture for the week. But we do have Justice coming out as the potential obstacle or challenge, which is just finding balance, right? We hear all this energy about passion and doing things that make us feel passionate and finding excitement and moving forward. Sometimes what ends up happening is we can go too far on one end, right? So make sure we're still finding that balance, making sure that we're doing all those things that make us feel excited and passionate and happy with life, and then also making sure that we're tending to our responsibilities, tending to the other end, right? We can have lots of passion, but we also have to make sure we have lots of rest as well. taking everything together. Outside of that, this is the card of law and order. So for those of you that might be dealing with a legal situation, that might be really a highlight this week, whether it's a challenge or not. Just might be a highlight for you this week, might be coming to an end, might also be going in your favor since we're seeing this in the upright position. This is also the law and order of the spiritual realm, which is the law of attraction, law of assumption, and law of positive affirmation. So for those of you that are not using all those things to your benefit, this is a really good week to dive into that. This also goes hand in hand with that spirituality card of like, if you don't know about the law of attraction, this is the week to start diving into it. If you don't know about the law of assumption, this is the time to dive into that as well. If you don't know about these sort of laws of positive energy, affirmations, law of attraction, assumption, all of those things, this is a really great time and a great place for you to start when it comes to your next part in your spiritual journey, okay? Let's go ahead and see how we're going to overcome the challenge or the obstacle this week, which again is just finding balance. We have the sun in reversal. You know, I think the way to overcome it is to just not overdo it, right? Like, don't overdo anything this week. Yes, there's a lot of moments for passion. Yes, there's a lot of moments for fun and excitement and all of this, because again, this whole reading is about you having fun, Sagittarius, but the sun in reversal says like, just don't overdo it. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you'll go out and you'll spend the day out in the sun and the next day you are exhausted because you spent too much time in the sun? Make sure you're finding balance in all things and not overdoing anything. The sun in the upright is all about joy and happiness and this sort of energy of growth and spending time with friends and family and doing all that good energy. This in the reversal, it's not telling you not to do it, it's telling you just don't overdo it. Really listen to your instincts, listen to your intuition. If you feel like you've had enough, take a break, take some rest, allow yourself to focus in on some of the responsibilities, and then you can get back to the fun again later. Let's go ahead and get any extra messages that universe and spirit might have for you this week. We have the High Priestess in reversal. I just said, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. Some of you might actually be actively ignoring your intuition this week. Do not do that this week, Sagittarius. The High Priestess in the upright is the card of intuition. It's the card of our relationship to our higher self, and she is coming out in the reversal saying, do not ignore me this week. Don't ignore me. I have some gut instinct. I have some sort of inner wisdom. I'm trying to guide you in the right direction, whether it is, again, maybe you're being guided into cutting things short. We're cutting our activities a little bit short. Okay, that's your intuition telling you, hey, we're overdoing it. We have to find things in balance, right? Whatever the case is, listen to that inner voice this week. Then we also have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, I always talk about tending to our inner child. So for some of these moments of passion and some of these moments of excitement with that Knight of Wands, it can really just be like, what are some of the bucket list items that you kind of always had on your bucket list that you haven't been able to get around to yet? Maybe it's skydiving, maybe it's going on a hike, maybe it's going to the Grand Canyon, maybe it's just camping overnight by yourself. Something of this nature. See if there's a way for you to either get it done this week or plan it this week, whether it's for the future or whatever, because there is that energy of tending to your inner child. And our inner child are those sort of dreams and goals and aspirations that maybe we always wanted to do and we just haven't had the time to do it yet. Allow yourself to plant that seed this week and try to make it happen, or at least plan for it in the near future. I really like this. I think overall the big message for you is just to have fun, but don't overdo it. Listen to your intuition. Do not ignore whenever your gut tells you, okay, you've had enough, go home, take a rest now. There is that energy of, again, of finding that balance, but overall allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to be passionate. And when it comes to other aspects of your life, like your spiritual path and your spiritual journey, this is a great week for you to dive into that law of attraction, law of assumption, as well as the law of positive thinking and affirmation. So great messages here. I hope that you enjoyed this reading for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It means a whole lot. Again, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, all the information is down in the description box below. Other than that, I'm going to let you get back to your day. I will see you again next week. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Aloha.